quick. You guys can probably still hear it on my ends. What's up, Michelle? There we go. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Story of Many Things. My name is Wheeler. I'm your host for tonight, and we are mini painting and chilling like we do mostly on Mondays. Before we get started, we got a few quick things to get out of the way. One, if you aren't already, please follow the channel. If you have the financial ability to, please consider subscribing. Don't forget that if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe for free once a month to a Twitch channel of your choice. If you aren't already following us on our socials, go ahead and please go do that at StreamOfMT on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Don't forget that we have a YouTube channel. It's free to subscribe to, and we really appreciate it if you head over there and give us a subscription there. Other than that, join our Discord server and be on the lookout for all the stuff that we've got coming up. I also have a website. If you'd like to go check out what's in stock, you can go to wheelersminis.com and check it out there. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started with this Headless Horseman. I recently got some 8K resin for my printer, and I wanted to print something with a lot of detail in it, and we got an airbrush too. So we're gonna paint this guy. It's mostly gonna start out with, actually almost the entire thing's gonna be black, except the cloak. The cloak I'm gonna do red. And then I have the base over here and a little pumpkin head that I think goes, it can be placed on the top of his head should I want to, but we're getting in the season, so. Oh hell yeah. But congrats on catching up on 4-hour episodes of D&D stuff. Black. Do a lot of it because everything's going to be coated in it. Oh. And if I need things to dry in the meantime, I have other things that I can work on as well, but this is what we're going to focus on tonight. Sweet. Yeah, we're gonna make this guy a black stallion. Put the hair up so that doesn't happen. I'm just hitting everything. Cool. Alright, so that's him done. Now we can focus on the base. No! Well, I glued it back on, but it fell back off. I guess it just doesn't want to be put on. I'm doing the pumpkins black too, although I could do them in orange, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up dry brushing over this with the color that it's supposed to be, and then probably hitting it with the speed paint of the color that it's supposed to be. So it still has that kind of dark undertone. Throughout the entire thing. This is going to take a second to dry, so I can work on stuff that I was working on this morning that I needed to dry. And for the stuff I was working on this morning. Oh. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what Kids on Brooms is. Besides, like, playing. Sounds interesting, though. I got a new white, since I'm probably going to be trying to push my palette more towards Vallejo anyway. I decided to start with the white because I ran out. I also know that it's probably one of the best whites, so what I was doing was I have this clear, I had clear resin, and then I put the blue speed paint on it. And now what I'm doing is going to go across it and just dry brush it with white. And that will hopefully give me what I'm looking for. And kind of like an icy look. And then what I'll probably do as well, I don't have any Valhalla and Blizzard, but I'll probably go pick some up and put Valhalla and Blizzard on it as well. But hopefully it gives that ice look. I think it looks pretty icy, even if it is a little blue. Probably should have gone with a lighter blue. Unfortunately, I didn't have one in the speed paints, but I think that looks pretty darn good. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to take a look at it. I love looking at new systems. Someone actually recently sent me a link. I have to take a look at the system that they sent me. They're like, yeah, I'm trying to get into like the anthropology of things, and I was like, well, you're talking to an anthropology major, so I will let you know what I think of it. I guess there's a little bit of blue left in, I guess isn't dried fully. It doesn't make sense. It's been, oh yeah, what's going on? I want white, I don't want blue. Just in case. I'm not doing the bottoms white because they don't need it, but the sides I'm going to do just in case. But hopefully that looks at least a little bit like ice. Even if it is a little blue. They're still drying. Yeah, I still have to watch that when I get an opportunity to. It seems like it was really good, so yeah, actually looks pretty good. Definitely gonna need some more white. It's just a good white. Like these paints, Vallejo makes really good paints. It's on my list of things to get updated is my paints, so soon. Yeah, putting some Valhalla and Blizzard on this is gonna just help the look of it overall. Especially on some of these spots where things get a little dicey. I don't know why it's picking up so much blue. I'm not too upset with it because it's actually working really well for the color scheme, but I really wanted it to be white. Also, these dry brushes are the best. But yeah, just putting some Blizzard on here to give it like the snowy look is going to help out so much in the long run. What my idea for it is. I mean, if you're comparing the two, this is what it looked like before versus this is what it looks like after. So it does look like ice, which is the whole point. It's just there's so much blue that's being dug up for some reason. I might even need some more white. Oh, and then I'll have to clean that out. Let me just get all of it off the palette before I get more. I might even go back over it again with some more white. Just help pull out the white a little bit more. That's the fun thing about ice is like this dry brush just brings out the texture of it so well. These are technically stone paths that I just painted. Yeah. I'm always gunning for a good pun though, so I appreciate it. But yeah, these were stone paths and I was like, I can print these in like translucent plastic or resin and then paint them blue and white and give them a look. And again, these dry brushes are just so good for all of that. Just have to make sure that they are dry. And this is just me getting out all of the bits. Make sure that they don't bleed into any other paints that I do. And luckily I don't use the big dry brush too often, so well, that's not even the biggest one. That one was the medium. And What part of you is messed up? Because I feel like it's, yeah, it's in here. Trying to stick these. This part. Just gotta make sure that all of this is clean. Better, but still not there. What is causing this issue? If I try to force it, it doesn't do very well, so. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'm pulling up paint off the top too. I'm trying to push it. Still not going in. Gotta be something in here. Sorry if that was loud. Getting closer. Not there yet, though. Let's check on our guy. I'll probably be wearing a mask when I do that, but. Alright, he looks like he is almost dry. He's got a couple more pieces of him that are not quite dried yet, and they're mostly on the underneath. So what we're going to do is get our colors prepped. I'm doing a crimson for the cloak. Wish I had a darker red, but I don't. Highlights of those red with this. I guess the succubus is technically deeper. We'll do that one. I do need to. Oh, there it is. Just if that does anything. It looks like it moved it around a bit. Will remain to be seen if it actually mixed it or not. Yeah, that's a nice deep red. That'll be a good color. Glistening Blood's going to be used specifically because he's got his head cut off. The black mixed with a dark gray is going to be a key to this one too. Black. Dark gray. That is all medium. My goodness. Mix that up with just a brush that I don't use a lot. It's definitely going to need to be darker than that. I definitely put way too much on the palette, but I need it because it's not going to be purely black. It'll be pretty close. It'll be like that. And then I also, I mean, I have another one I can work on too, but it's from last time. Armored Brain, I haven't technically finished him yet. But on him later. Oh, you know what I do have? I do have a basic kit. I could get the base work done on that. Alright, and then we're gonna do, oh man. What metal are we gonna do? We're gonna do night scales again. You know I love my deep metals. I think I'm gonna do night scales with like a twinge of red added in. That's also way too much. I gotta get better at not wasting paint. Not very good at it. Oh, that'll look really cool. I'm excited about that. As for our lad, still got a little bit of stuff that's drying, but while that's happening, I can work on the cloak. So for that, I'm gonna want more of a medium one of that. Oops, sorry, I keep bumping you guys. Oops. Yeah, this is literally the exact color I wanted. Like a nice dark red. And it'll go really well with that red of the red that's kind of going in with the metal. I'm probably going to go back through with the blood red speed paint and just kind of hit this area up again. So I can really deepen that color. And just to hit any of the places that I missed with that color to begin with. I'm wearing mostly metal. At least that's what it looks like. I will break the monotony of that metal with some silver on the on the chain that he has. Oh, it'll look cool in the end. That speed paint coming back up. Cool. The tail will probably do that lighter of the darker grays, just to give some difference of color. Yeah, that succubus red is much more crimson-y than the Cambion crimson. Gonna be one very dark mini. I love it. I think the only thing that I'm not going to do in this metal that would be metal is the scythe. I think I'm going to do that in like a regular um like silver. What's that cloth? I can't tell. Look at this. It is supposed to be cloth. Cool. I'll go back over that then. Oop. After I get the metal bits done. The hands are definitely like metal gloves, but that is supposed to be metal. Leather. I hear ya. Cat's going crazy. That's leather. Just get this. And get more accurate stuff in there. Accidentally lost a lot of the detail when I was priming it because I was an idiot and didn't know how to use an airbrush properly. There's a lot of this that's going to be missing its detail, which is unfortunate because it's such a detailed and beautiful mini. That's most of the metal that needs that color. I'm gonna move on to the next part. Figuring out what color that's gonna be. I think I'll do a black and an orange just for the theme of it. That'll be good. That'll be with detail brush though. Actually, I should just be able to pull from that. When we were driving back from the wedding, I happened to pop upon a company that makes really good metallic miniature paints, but I didn't pick up any because I'm a fool. I'll have to see if I can remember what their name is. gonna try and stipple and see if it'll help some of the texture issues I'm having. All right. I'll need a little bit of wood. That actually probably be fine. Looks good. I need a bit more detail. Just back to Kickstarter 2 a couple days ago for some new paintbrushes, fancy ones. So see how those work out. Like I said, I wanted to. You have to think about how it's going to be viewed when you're painting. That's why when you prime, you can do priming that kind of accentuates the shadows. But in this case, I want you to be drawn towards kind of the chest and the head. So I'm putting like a pop of color via this this chain. So that way, when you look at it head on, the first thing you see is that chain, and then you can see kind of the rest of it. I am, however, making almost every other metal bit that dark red metal. And then I'll be able to start focusing on leather and things like that. Completely missed. Beauty of it is I can go back. I'm gonna go back over the at least the metal bits with the oil. So we're doing some small work on some leather bits that I know are in here. It's a little watery. Just the pieces that I can see that I know are going to be leather. Like that belt piece right there. This piece. The shoes I'm also going to do in a different color. Do it. The shoes I really want to do a dark silver, so I guess I'll start with silver on them, and I'll probably just oil them and not dry brush them. Because he's got like full over the hoof shoes. Then what I'll do is I'll just oil them, like I said, and I won't dry brush back over them, and that'll give them that darkened look. I don't know why I did the bottom of that one, it's not even going to be seen. I could have also done a little bit more dry brushing. I think that was the head. Well. Alrighty. What's next? Got some skulls on there I could work on. Honestly, I think what needs to happen now is some slight detail work. Leather brown. What's up there with it? There it is. Skeleton bone. Ooh, too much. Oh, goodness, I keep doing that. I'll probably use some zombie flesh for the cut off heads. Different colors on them. Coming together. It's already been an hour. It's crazy. I need a lot of this, so please don't spread out a lot. Sweet. It's probably about as much as I'll need. It actually might be too much. But better than it's splurting out everywhere. And this is all going to be kind of covered up by the speed paint, but it's better to get that base coat down now. I love the color of the cloak. That is exactly what I wanted. Gotta just work on fixing up some of the detail work on the body and then do the base coat for the arms. Hair. Painting these railroad spikes on him in silver as well, just to give a difference of color. All right, and then now what I can do is start working some of the speed paints into it. I'm only going to need a small amount of dark wood. Literally, that will probably be more than enough. That. Just rub it along the... Sorry. All right. Bum bum. Bum bum bum. Oh look, hardened leather again. Let's make sure we don't fucking spray it everywhere. Good. This stuff. The leather bits. Alright, that should be all of the leather bits. Oh, I guess I should get that color into the arm.
Let's see if I can see the lines on this one. This one was not as easy to tell that it was fabric. And if it's a little dirty, it actually works out better. Just gonna hit it with probably earth shade. There we go, a little orange and black for our lad. I actually refill this. Minutes left. Oh, goodness. We're working. Getting things done. Actually, I think instead of painting the back of that with some red, I'm just going to keep it the way it is. And then I'm going to take some pallid bone and just go over the heads, even though it's technically not all bone. It is still, it's close enough to like a flesh shade to where I'm not too worried about it. I'm even gonna do a little bit on the white so everything's uniform. And then I'll come back over that with some detail later. I am going to take some black and go in here in between where I painted the orange, because this one was painted over with metal. And I just want the point to get across that it is not metallic. Indeed, fabric. And even though the other side is technically already black, I am just gonna do that in black as well. That way it shows up properly.
Hey, babe.
Hey.
Markiplier starting an OnlyFans, so you know what that means. It's your turn. Meet your salad is right there.
Thank you, baby.
Love you.
I love you. Alright, we got some color on there.
I'll tell them you said hi.
Alright, now I think I can just oil things. Oil and earth shade things. Alright, and then the last thing to be oiled will be the hooves. Alright, good old Earthshade. Take a little bit of this. Bit of a bigger brush now. Wrong side. This is just bringing some of the earthy aspect out. Do an Earthshade on the horse part 2, just to keep some consistency. All right. Now I can start working on some of this on the base as this dries. 30 minutes. I think we'll be able to get this guy done. I think I'm gonna do like a dead tree look with like a little bit of ash gray. That's God, it's just spitting medium out. If it did anything. It did. Thank God. We're doing like a little bit of gray. And brown. Yeah, I like that color. Perfect. Oop, that's a little too brown. Need some more gray in there. There we go. So much. I'll probably end up hitting this up with some of the dark wood and then going back over it, but I want that base color there. And then for the, which if I recall correctly, pallid bone, hardened leather, dark wood. Yes, that was correct. All right, now I will grab this spoon. Start getting these pumpkins. And I know that gourds can be different colors, but for this, I'm just going to keep it all like the same color for sake of ease on my part and just for consistency. Oops. Got a little bit on the fence post, but that's okay. I think I'm just not putting enough paint on the brush. don't think that the... Oh, well, it's still wet, so I'm gonna have to wait. I was gonna say, I don't think it takes as long for the shades to dry as it does the speed paints, but it doesn't matter anyway, it's not even close to dry yet, so... I am not going to hit these pumpkins up with another shade because I think they look pretty darn good the way they are right now. The base in black really helps bring out the creepiness of it. And I'm gonna do all of this in orange for now, but actually I'm gonna come back over. I'm gonna come back over the guts with zombie flesh, just as a little like flair. I have a shit ton of skeleton bones, so I can do as I wish with that. Yes.
Am I not allowed to come in for fun?
You are. I was just...
Well, it's not for fun. There's a real purpose. Elliot and I made a snack called werewolf kibble. If you would like to try it, I put it in your mouth.
Sure. I haven't eaten that yet. So.
We're really good.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
We tested it out so we could make it for the Halloween party. But
I love it.
love you.
Oh, Michelle said hi, by the way.
Hi, Michelle. Oh, was that on camera this time?
Yep.
Those are beautiful pumpkins, baby.
Thank you.
Oh, fabulous.
Oh, did I not? I should. No, that's all right. I think I am going to hit up the skulls with some pallid bone though. I think they need a little bit of depth added to them, so they're not just white, basically. But we'll see. Well, we'll see now because I'm going to do it now. Correct. Why are you getting all gray? Alright, I need some... darkwood. Ooh, goodness. Still drying. I'll take my time with this. cool. I need a little bit of this brown. Oh, take some of the zombie flesh. Just kind of, too much. Still too much. A little bit of orange in there to get the guts. That's looking good. See if I can round some. Oh, okay. That's gonna dry. Let's check on this guy. He's getting there. He's definitely still pretty wet. So I'm gonna let him dry for a bit longer. It's 6:43. I'm gonna take a quick break real quick and then dinner.
Thanks for hanging out, though. Boy, appreciate it.
A wild emerald. Gray primer. Wood. Castle gray. Earth monster. I think everything's back in its place.
Got about 15 minutes left.
looks pretty good though. All right. He's technically not dry yet, but I can get started on a couple pieces. Yeah, I filled up the brush a little bit too much with this. I decided at the last second to do just a little bit more silver in it, so that way it showed up a little better. I think I just accidentally put way too much on the brush. Scythe looks good. The armor doesn't look horrible. It looks pretty good. to the detail brush. Put some zombie flesh on there. Get some bone. That'll do. Alright, that's good. Last bit we'll have to do is just getting a bit of a dry brush on the house. Dry brush and a cloak, and then we should be good. Alright, the cloak has been hit up. Metal bits are done. The leather bits are done. I think I'm just gonna do like the smallest. Just lighten up some of that. I'm probably gonna re-hit up the metal with some normal oil just to darken it up again. But finishing touch. Come on. You know what? Screw it. Going direct to the source for this. Let me show you.
Oh, I don't think I can. What? Do I want more salad? I'm honestly okay, but okay. Put some glistening blood on our man's wound. This is dried up pretty badly though. Since I'm here, I might as well just finish it. It's almost done anyway. Just gonna go ahead and grab some of this and re-oil front piece. Just to darken it back up. I might as well, since I'm right here and he is pretty much done. Last thing I have to do is some light dry brushing. For the bones. Bones. Doesn't ring any bells. Pick some of this. Gray brown. Just oh. Ooh, that's way too much. My goodness. There he is. Our good old Headless Horseman. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Not bad. Looks pretty good. I'll probably paint the head off stream. But it looks pretty cool. I had a lot of fun with them. Alright. We're a little bit past, but thank you guys for joining. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. We're going to be still doing this. More spoopy things for the rest of the month. But yeah, if you aren't already, please follow the channel. If you have the financial ability to, please consider subscribing. Don't forget that if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe free to one Twitch account each month of your choosing with your Twitch Prime subscription. We'd love it if that was us, but you know, it is what it is. We also have a fundraiser for Planned Parenthood going on, so if you have the financial ability and would like to donate to that, I'm sure that they would appreciate it, and I would appreciate it as well. Don't forget to follow us on our socials at StreamOfMT on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. And finally, go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free. And all our VODs are up. Usually a couple days after I finish up with things. So thank you guys again for joining tonight. I really appreciate it. Again, I hope you had a wonderful time. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Maybe for some more spoopy games. We'll figure it out. But for now, that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. And I will see you all on Wednesday. Good night.